Aquarius, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for you beautiful Aquarius this week? High Priestess straight away, then the Four of Wands, then the Hanged Man, then the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So I'll kind of explain these a little bit and then I'll clarify them so we can get more in-depth answers and clarity from them. So firstly, the High Priestess is very intuitive, very psychic. Trust your intuition completely this week, as always. Always trust your intuition, but there's something about you knowing a lot but not really telling others, not really focusing on explaining what you know, or honestly, more than anything, it just seems as if you're being very quiet and very observant, like very much watching but not really saying anything. You're too busy watching and people watching and understanding things than trying to explain. Then you have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is very nice. It's celebrating, sometimes it's parties, moving to the next step with someone. If you're in a relationship, you're committing or moving to the next step of a commitment with someone. But more than anything, it's laying foundations. So also you could be building a home, some of you, but it's very much things happening as they're supposed to as well, because it's the 1111 card. So it's just very much, if you've been feeling out of alignment this week, you're going to be feeling a lot more in sync with what's happening, and you're going to feel a lot more like lots of signs coming in, lots of angel numbers and lots of like lucky happenings where you're like, oh cool, I'm looked after. There's just this feeling of something bigger. And as I'm saying that, then you have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is spiritual awakening and looking at things from a different perspective. And I feel like there's a lot more colour coming into your life as well. Like there's a lot, it's not that there's more colour, but your perception of colour is increasing. Like you're seeing things in more vibrance or something, in more saturation. There's just a lot more, if things have just maybe felt black and white or grey and a bit dull for a while, you're seeing so much more colour soon, which is really good. Whether that's a spiritual awakening or whether that's just you coming out of a dark period of your life into a brighter, more colourful one, I'm not sure, but you're definitely seeing so much more vibrance and colour. Then you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is, the way I explained this in another reading today was, don't judge a book by its cover. And it's not usually how I explain it, but I really like it, because usually the Seven of Swords, a lot of readers take this as like a thief, someone stealing swords, but you can't really judge it by its cover, because those could be his swords or someone else's that he's getting back for them that were taken. Like there's so much to this picture, more than just assuming he's stealing swords, right? So there's something where somebody might be judging you, or you're being quick to judge others, but I don't think it is. I think it's people being quick to judge you without really understanding your reasonings for doing things. Then you have the Ten of Cups, so that's a lot more positive. It's happily ever after kind of energy. 10 is the most cups you can have, so there's the most happiness. There's a very, very happy week ahead of you, and again, there's that rainbow of colours. There's a lot of vibrance. You could be seeing rainbows. There could be a huge sign for you, but there's just something where it's like, I don't know why I'm getting like, universe, give me a sign, give me a rainbow, and then you see this huge rainbow. That's really cool. I'm gonna clarify, what's the High Priestess doing here? The Sun. Okay, some of you, there's something exciting and very, very, very happy happening. A happy happening. Keep it to yourself. So I don't know what it is for you, but it's a major arcana with the sun. The sun brightens up all the other cards, which were already positive, but there's just an exposure or a truth coming to light, or basically something's going to put a huge smile on your face to the point where your cheeks hurt. Don't tell anybody. I don't know, with the High Priestess, it's all, I say it and I sound like a broken record, but the High Priestess holds her tongue. You have nothing to gain from sharing this happiness. And I know that sounds negative, and a lot of people will want to share your happiness. Your family and friends do want to share your happiness. However, there is something happening where you're going to feel called intuitively to keep something to yourself. Whatever it is, especially if it lights you up and there's no way to explain it to others. It's almost as if others could bring it down because they're not going to feel it on the same vibrational level as you, and the second you tell them, they'll go, oh okay, that's really cool. And I don't know, it's like someone's going to put a dampener on something that you're very excited about, so just be careful. Clarify the Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. So there's like a next step when it comes to a work or a project that you have going, because Eight of Pentacles is booked and busy. Four of Wands is building a foundation. So you could be like in the starting phases, some of you, of creating your own business. And the reason I say that is Four of Wands just makes me, I feel like some of you are creating a office space or a workspace for you to create. Then clarifying the Hanged Man, you have the Nine of Swords and the Fool card. So this is the card I said about spiritual awakening, looking at things from a new perspective. You're going on a new journey. There's a new journey beginning in your life, and I don't know, it feels like you didn't think there would be a new journey for you, which sounds kind of sad, but at the same time very happy when you have that kind of epiphany of it's never too late to try something new or go on a new path or begin again or begin something. It's very like refreshing. That Nine of Swords, however, that Fool card, notice that white dog is all about courage, because it's going to take courage to go on a new journey, and that courage is getting you past the Nine of Swords, because it's like, what's that saying? Courage is not the absence of fear, it's the ability to kind of go on anyway. So there is a fear, there is worry, there is overthinking and stress, but you are going to move forward anyway, because you know it's worth it. It's worth it to take a jump, to take a leap of faith, to see where it might lead. It's so much more worth it than listening to your fear and staying stuck wherever you currently are. Clarifying the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant. There is a lesson, so people are misjudging you in some way. Don't judge a book by its cover. People are still going to judge a book by its cover. However, this is a lesson, and I know that's annoying to hear, because it's like, is this an important lesson? Is this something you already know? And you do already know this, but there's a new level to it of people can perceive you however which way they want, and you're kind of being reminded that that's their problem, it's completely to do with them, and it's none of your business how people are perceiving you, because it's through their own lens and their own projections and their own way. And if someone sees you in a certain light, it has a whole lot more to do with them than you. So just try to separate yourself from the opinions and the views of others and the ways people see you, because it's nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Six of Swords. Okay, that's a really nice way to end the reading. So Ten of Cups is the most cups. You also had the Sun card, the Fool card. You have so many positive cards here. 10 Cups, the most happiness, the most love, the most joy, the most fulfillment you can have. Paired with, to clarify it, the Six of Swords. So whatever this exciting happiness, happily ever after, huge positive energy around you, and the sun. so it couldn't really get much happier. You're also calm. You're moving into a state of calmness. No matter what it is, no matter what this new journey is you're going on, this new adventure, this new path that you're setting out on, you're going to learn to kind of navigate it calmly. Even if it's unpredictable, even if you don't know what's coming next, you're still going to handle it with ease and calmness. You're going to handle it from like a place of excitement and a place of love and joy. It's like, what is that thing? It's like you can choose love or fear. You're choosing love. You're choosing love, and you're choosing to kind of follow the love instead of being controlled by the fear. You're jumping and trusting your wings will grow. And I've said about 3 or 4 inspirational quotes, but they're all coming out randomly, so maybe you really like inspirational quotes, but because I've said a lot in this reading, but there's a lot of inspiration, and there's a lot of love, and there's a lot of happiness, and it's a really, really, really positive week for you overall. But just make sure you kind of follow your excitement and label it as excitement and not fear, because I just don't want you to miss out on whatever this exciting new journey is. Even if you don't know what's coming, especially if you don't know what's coming, just keep going in that direction, because you're gonna figure it out. It's so there's more to what's happening than meets the eye, is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tall Tarot Tuesdays.